Hey guys, welcome back. Today I thought I would talk about 5 things I always try to remember when I'm doing my art. It's something that isn't really a conscious act, but when I'm sitting back and I'm looking at my art and I'm feeling iffy about it, these are the things I try and think about. First off, you can't improve without doing. There's this great sort of desire when you're not pleased with what you're doing to go, I just won't do it for a while and then I'll get better. That's not the case. I'm not saying don't take a break sometimes. Sometimes it's a really good idea to take a break, to take a breather, to sort of step back, take a deep breath, and come back to it with a fresh mind. But if you abandon it for a week, or 2 weeks, or a month, you're not going to come back and suddenly be better at it. The only thing that improves your art, the only thing that improves any skill you're trying to build is practice. Practice is the only thing that improves it. You can't improve at anything you're doing by not doing it. Sounds stupid, sounds obvious, but it's easy to get trapped in this feeling of if you don't do it, you'll get better because you've overworked yourself. Don't overwork yourself, but if you think that stopping will improve it further, you're wrong. You won't come back and find that you're suddenly better at it unless your skill has backslid. If your skill has backslid, sometimes it's a great idea to take a breather, breathe deep, maybe do something slightly different, maybe switch to hard edge modeling if you're doing character modeling, maybe do some character modeling if you're stuck at your hard edge modeling, anything like that. Just sort of unbalance and rebalance your mind and carry on. It's really important to notice the difference between not improving and genuine backsliding. And backsliding is something that taking a break can really improve. Second thing I always try to remember is something I learned from a Danny Mac video. It's that it always looks shitty at first. No matter what you're doing, at some point in your sculpt or in your modeling process, it's going to look bad. You're going to swap perspective, you're going to swap cameras, you're going to swap something, and you're going to look at it and you're going to go, oh my god, what am I doing? It is so important that no matter how bad you feel about what you're looking at, you keep going. You can always improve. That's the wonderful thing about 3D modeling above all kind of traditional art. Not only do you have an undo button, especially in things like ZBrush, where you can run your undo all the way back, which is a glorious function. You always have the ability to undo or make a new layer or save and then create a new backup. You can delete parts of your model, you can delete parts of your sculpt. You can just work with it until it looks better. You can't make it worse, you can always restore a backup. Always keep backups. This is like point 2A. Always keep backups. Make as many backups as you need. You can delete the older backups. I realize the ZBrush files are huge. You can delete the older backups, but please, always keep backups. Always keep multiple backups of your work. I have a habit of creating, for example, my Eritrea model. I've got Eritrea 001, Eritrea 002, Eritrea 003 has gone up to Eritrea 00012 or something. It's huge. And I deleted the old ones after a while because I didn't need them anymore. But it was important to me to keep the last sort of 5 while I was still working in that sculpting stage to make sure I didn't lose something by accident. And anytime I changed the stage that I was at, I swapped to a new number. It was really important to keep as many backups as I could, especially since you can export from backups and import them into your current file. It's brilliant. You don't have to work linearly with your backups, and that's brilliant. Number 3, practicing is what makes things better. Maybe that sounds a lot like number 1, which was you can't improve without doing, but this is the more positive slant on it. Practicing is how you will improve. If you're sitting there and you're not doing anything, you're not improving. If you are sitting there and you're painting, or you're drawing, or you are sculpting, or you are laying out those individual vertices for retopology that I hate so goddamn much, you are improving. You are improving every moment that you spend working on it. Any moment that you have a pen in your hand, or you have that application open, you are improving, and that is so important. You can't get better without improving. Practicing will make you better. Practicing is how you improve. Always keep practicing, even if you only do 5 minutes a day because you have a busy schedule. Keep practicing as long as you want. to achieve with art, keep practicing. And that's something I have to tell myself quite often. When I look at my work and I feel disheartened, practicing and continuing and doing more is what improves things. And going on that same tangent, it's better to create 5 quick average things than strive for that one amazing thing at first, because you won't achieve it. You won't achieve that one amazing thing as long as you are still in that sort of amateur stage. You want to keep creating. You want to create as much as you can, because you learn every time, and every time you start something new, you reset your mind and start creating something new and creative. And that's really cool, and it feels good as well. It feels good to create. If you open up your portfolio, whether it's a paper portfolio or it's an electronic portfolio, if you open up your portfolio and you have 2 pieces, you will never feel as good, no matter how good those 2 pieces are, you will never feel as good as if you have pages and pages of pieces. And you don't have to keep them all. You don't have to keep the lesser good portfolio pieces. You can remove those after a while, replace them with better ones. But having that quantity to begin with is how you feel good about yourself. It's how you know that you are improving. It's how you look that you're improving. Date all your work. Write down the date that you do everything. Make notes about it. Just keep practicing. And that leads you into point 4. Giving up gets you nowhere. If you give up, you stop. That's it. That's the end of the road for your art, for your work, anything you're doing. If you give up, you've hit that brick wall. You are done. It ends. Until you start again, and you're not improving. That last piece that you created that made you give up, you will never create something better than it. You will never improve past that piece. If you do another one, you will be better. If you do another one after that, you will be better. Giving up gets you nowhere. And that's something that's so important for me to remember. When I'm doing my work, I look at it and I think, I have to keep moving. Giving up will not get me anywhere. Even when I feel bogged down, even when I feel lost, even when I feel like I'm not getting anywhere anyway, giving up will get me nowhere. And point number 5, find your passion and attack it. Like, just launch yourself at your passion. If you like character art, if you like hard edge modeling, if you like creating high resolution photorealistic representations of celebrities, if you like doing stylized cartoon art, find that passion and attack it. Pummel it until it is your bitch. Just attack it. Really, genuinely attack it. Because that passion, when it comes to art, is what will drive you to be better. It's what will drive you to keep going. If you try and do something just because you think it will get you money, or just because you think it will get you noticed, or any number of those things, or because you think it's the right thing, or because you think it's the expected thing, you won't get anywhere near as quickly as if you do the thing that inspires you. The thing that when you wake up in the morning and you think, God, I have to go and do the thing, instead of thinking, oh, I really don't want to get out of bed, you're thinking, leaving bed sounds really awful, but at least I'm leaving bed to do that thing that I enjoy. I'm pumped for it. That thing that you lie in bed and you should be sleeping, but instead you're thinking about the thing that gets you passionate. Find your passion and attack it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm attacking my passion. I know what I want to do with my life, and I know that it's going to be 3D art, it's going to be character art, it's going to be hard edge modeling, and it's going to be level design, and all of that stuff that I enjoy. That's what I'm going to be doing with my life. And so I'm attacking my passion, and you should too. And these are the 5 things that I try and remember when I'm doing my art. What are your 5 things? What are those 5 things that you find really important, that help you get out of bed in the morning, that help you work, that help you keep fighting to do what you want to do? That instead of making you want to crawl back into bed and lie there and avoid your work, make you get out of bed and do it. What are your 5 things? I want to hear it. Tell me your 5 things. Thank you again for watching as always. Thank you for listening to my ramble, and I will see you all next time. I love you all. Bye.